And we're back. And I'm heading back to the lab, and here's May, who is so excited, even though she just lost in a Pokemon battle, to some guy who just got his Pokemon about 10 minutes ago. Well, at least in game time. But, whatever. So, Birch explains how May has apparently been helping him for a long time. But I guess, you know, a level 5 starter, which is the same as mine, which I just got. I don't know. Anyways, I got my Pokédex, and I also got Pokeballs. So I can finally leave Little Root and never come back. Of course, before I leave, my mom decides to give me a gift. So this totally makes up for being stuck in the back of a moving van truck thing. She gave me shoes so I can run away faster. Okay. Anyways, because nothing actually is going to happen now for a while, I'm going to take the time to explain a lot about the LP. First off, I'm doing this LP at the same time HeldAtGunPointLPs, which is a different Lper who just started, and he did Pokemon Stadium. And anyways, because I am sort of trying to promote each other, because we both really only have a small viewer base and such. And so I'm doing Sapphire and he's doing Ruby. Anyways, so watch us both and yada yada yada. Anyways, to make it more interesting, me and him have added rules to both our LPs, and despite me putting them in the 2 videos that I've made so far as description, and I'll probably put them for the last time in the description of this video, we have a few videos, which the first is must catch all version exclusives before the Elite Four. So I have to catch Lotads and other things like that. He's got to catch C-Dots and stuff, and all the other ones that you can only find in Ruby. We must catch all legendaries. Pretty easy, because that's usually what most people do anyways. Must nickname all Pokemon caught. Must catch a Jigglypuff. Must evolve Jigglypuff. I don't know what that was there for, but I'm gonna take on this trainer while I explain the round. Must catch 3 Saffari Pokemon. We're just kind of doing that so that way we make sure to include the Safari Zone. Must make 1 Gore joke, because Pokemon Sapphire and Ruby are all about the environment, as you will soon find out. So an Gore joke is definitely on its way. And must use 1 Pokemon chosen by Lper. I have chose that HeldAtGunPoint must use a Slacking. Because he is evil, he says that I have to use a Milotic, or Feebas's evolved form, in case I horribly mispronounced that. Therefore, I'm going to have to go find a Feebas, and hope it can evolve by making lots of Pokeblocks. So, in the end, he gets the last laugh. Anyways, I'll now take this time to, while I'm at it, talking about Pokemon, I've pretty much got my team figured out already. It might change, but so far, I plan on using a Blaziken, a Tentacruel, because I've never used a Tentacruel ever in any Pokemon game. That's another rule we made, which we just made, is that we have to use a Pokemon we've never used before. I can't remember what his is, but mine is going to be Tentacruel. I'm also going to use Aeron and all his evolved forms because I've never used them either, and they seem like they could work out, so try something new. And there's like a guy who all you can see is his head in the grass, but then I'm using the Milotic, or Feebas's evolved form. Then I'm using a Tropius, which is the grass flying guy. And then I will use a Sableye as a HM slave. And I'll also be using Kyogre, because he's the signature Pokemon of Sapphire. Anyways, after that explanation, back to the game. Those were berries, and in this game, which is the first game of the Pokemon series that you can actually plant berries and grow them, and those patches are where you grow them. Oops. Also, because Codeman films differently than me, he films and then adds voices and stuff, so he has no clue where his stuff's going to end. Also, his films are all weird and stuff. And he also films a lot of the videos ahead of time. Like right now, I think he has 7 videos filmed. And so, because I don't know where he ends in any of those videos, because God forbid anyone tell me anything, I have to guess, and so I'm going to try and stay even with him, because I don't want to end up too far ahead of him. But anyways, I need to find a Lotad near here, and I am a level 10 finally, so I can finally use Ember, which is my first elemental attack. Okay, Wurmple, awesome, you're going to die now. Let's move Ember up there, because I'm never going to use Growl or the other one. But talking about leveling, I will probably never actually have to grind my Pokemon. Oh look, a Lotad, just what I wanted. But if I ever do have to actually grind a Pokemon, which is where I sit in the grass or a cave, just constantly level him, I'll most likely do that off screen or make it a separate video, because I know a lot of people don't like watching people grind in LPs. And what luck I have. For one Pokeball. Of course, he's only level 3, and he had his health in the red, so no surprise. But yes, that's the case. So I'm going to take on this trainer right here, which is the last trainer remaining on this route. And they only have 2 Pokemon. Okay. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I believe, if I remember correctly, Pokemon that use moves that are the same type as them, so a fire Pokemon using a fire move, they have a damage boost. Anyways, so that was great. Wurmples. Anyways, yeah, so that might not be true. If anyone can confirm it or disprove it or tell me what it is, I'd be glad to know. But I'm running close out of time, so I am going to end this video right in Petalburg. And when we come back, we will figure out who my father is.